Hi everybody, hope everyone's having a great day. It's nice and warm, 80 degrees. I was talking to one of my friends earlier today and I said, what's the weather gonna be like in the next few days? She says, I don't know, Michael. I said, okay, let me check. I'm not the one to check the weather. Checked. Next week it's gonna be the high 50s each day, the low 30s. I said, well, it's gonna be cold again next week, but it'll give me a chance to pull out some jackets that I haven't worn yet. Big shocker there. Hope you enjoyed my shopaholic confessions video. We'll have some more content like that. But don't worry, I'm not gonna treat this as a confessional. Maybe I should. I keep looking at this indentation right here. I had someone tell me when I was a kid, because I used to frown when this person was around. And well, can't stand that person. If I told you I hated that person, I wouldn't be lying. Hey, I'm human. This is my little moment. But so every time that person was around, I made a point to frown because I couldn't stand the sight of this person. To this day, I don't. And I know you're going to tell me, Michael, you need to get over it. You need to be better. You don't need to act like that. Shut the hell up. But let's talk about weight loss. Weight loss teaches you a lot. It's taught me a lot. It's still teaching me every day. And one of the biggest lessons is knowing when silence is the answer. Something that I don't have very often. But sometimes the best response is no response at all. You don't owe everyone an explanation on why you're eating differently, why you're skipping out on certain events. Your body is changing. Silent protects your peace. Silent protects you from having to give an explanation and then for them to come back at you and attack your answer, to give you a hard time, to belittle your decisions. That's why I say silence is sometimes the best. And I learned that early on after having weight loss surgery, when I would get asked to go eat at a restaurant or go to an event that I knew, well, one, there was going to be a lot of people there that I didn't care to be around, or two, it was the particular food. And those events normally catered and they had foods that I didn't want to eat. And of course, 7 years ago, I was not focused on eating and still really am not, but you had to protect your body. You had to protect the changes that you were going through. And of course, those comments that I get even now, you're too skinny. You were fine before. Don't lose too much. Guys, one, I still don't classify myself as skinny. I still call myself fatty. No, I'm not. I'm sitting comfortable at 250 pounds. I've lost over 300 pounds. So I am a lot slimmer than I was. But the one comment that I get over and over and over, and I get sick of hearing it, is don't lose too much. Trust me, I'm never going to lose too much. Is there still 10, 15 pounds that I want to lose? Absolutely. Will I give myself a hard time? Will I get mad if I don't lose that weight? Absolutely not. But it is a goal that I have set in myself to get another 10 or 15 pounds off. Not every comment deserves a response. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. We're entitled to our opinions. I'm entitled to my opinion. And something weight loss has given me in these last 7 years is a backbone to stand up for myself, to be able to speak for myself. And I know some of you might like, well, he's never had a hard time speaking up for himself. Well, true. I never, but there was a point in time that I looked for validation in everything and every person. I'm 47 years old. I will be 48 years old this year, and I don't give a rip what you think, what you like, what you don't like about me. This is me. This is who you get. But anyways, moving right along. I know some of you are going to say, man, he's full of it today. I am. I've had 3 cups of coffee. But let's get back to the heart of it. Some opinions don't come from concern. They come from their own discomfort because of their own unhappiness with themselves. So they figure if they can come at you against you with your character or what you've got going on, they can deflect or off of them. No, worry about yourself. What's that little kid saying in that video? Worry about yourself. But there's all kinds of silence. You got silence with people who disappear. Some of them I made disappear. But weight loss changes dynamics. There are some that cheer you on quietly, some pull away. I had a lot pull away. And it took me a long time to understand why they were pulling away, because these were some of the people that I considered close circle. And then when I started seeing they pulled away, well, then someone said, well, you pulled away. No, I didn't pull away. I had to take care of me. I had to protect me. But again, their silence isn't about you. It's about where they're at. Having silence with your old habits. You don't argue with cravings anymore. The cravings I had versus what I have now, two totally different people. Everything. I craved everything before. Sweets, breads, rices, pasta. Someone asked me not long ago, they said, what's your go-to food? And I said, well, there really isn't a go-to food. I said, I still want to indulge in shrimp because I love boiled shrimp. Of course, crawfish. Those were the things that my dad used to do whenever he would have seafood boils. It was crawfish, it was shrimp. It was very rarely was it crabs, because nobody really cares for a bunch of crab legs. But now, of course I do, because one of the tools, or I'm sorry, not one of the things you learn in weight loss, if it takes you longer to peel your food or pull your food apart, you don't catch your eating as fast. You don't explain discipline to temptation. Growth sometimes looks like you're not responding. I agree with that, because the best thing for me to do is not respond at all. Having self-respect to be silent. You stop defending your journey. And I've learned that I'm not going to defend where I'm at with my journey. I'm not going to defend where I'm going and how I'm going to handle it. Stop justifying your choices. Learn to trust yourself without needing approval. That has taken me quite some time, and I still struggle with that from time to time. I don't need your approval. There's two people that I need approval from. That's it. I don't care about the rest. I'm going to get off. But one thing I want to say, and I'm going to end it. If weight loss has taught you when to stay quiet, this is your reminder. Silence can be strength. Till next time, guys.